Hey guys, how's it going? Wanted to give you a quick update on the new features of iOS 12, which for once actually really help out with your productivity. The new update, which is we can see if you have iOS 12 in your software update, and it'll check for the update. I have 12. It's giving me an option to download the most recent one, but as long as you have 12, you'll have these features. And the number one benefit is that you get more data on yourself. So the thing that I like the most is this screen time feature. So before, we always used to be able to get information on how we were using our computers and which websites we were spending time on there, but it was really hard to get info on how we were spending time on our phone, which is also, probably a bigger time suck than our actual computers, especially for some people. So what's great about this is now you have the data. So it's tracking you whenever you're using your phone. So it's got these different categories. Like today you can see I've spent 11 minutes on social networking, which is, Facebook and Instagram and stuff like that. I've spent 5 minutes on other. I've spent 3 minutes on reading and reference. And if you actually click into that, then you can see more details. So actually, I'll show you again how I did that. You can just click this little arrow on the top right, and it'll go into today, and it'll show you where you're spending your time. So I've spent 9 minutes on WhatsApp and etc. So another cool feature is it shows you your pickups. Now, a lot of people don't spend a lot of time on their phone, but they use it as a distraction because they're constantly picking it up and opening it. So now you can actually see your total pickups for the day. I've got 2 per hour at this point in the day. And you can see the statistics on the last 7 days, which is amazing. So you can actually see your whole data on like, hey, what's been going on? Like you can see on Thursday, I had a major spike in social networking for some reason. Or no, Tuesday, that's a Tuesday. So I might want to look at that. And then like entertainment on Friday, I was probably watching some Netflix on a flight I was on. So you can kind of see like, hey, what's going on? And you can see the overall amount of time, right? That's really helpful too. So that's sort of just like the data feature, which is super, super helpful. Now, the 2 other things I wanted to just go over are the app limits and this downtime feature, which is one of my favorite features. So the app limits is really helpful because you can then ask your phone to notify you when you've reached a limit. So I have like a limit of social networking for 30 minutes a day. And there's all these other categories too. So you can edit which categories you're including. They automatically separate your apps into categories. And unfortunately, you can't move apps between categories yet. That will probably be something they do eventually. But yeah, they have like a productivity category, which is for like email, voice memos, stuff like that, and a bunch of other categories. So you can actually put limits on those, and it'll give you a notification 5 minutes before your limit's up. And then it'll give you a limits, it won't let you open it after that. You can get around it. You have an option to just extend the limit for 15 minutes or remove the limit entirely for a day. So it's not like it's gonna lock you out of your phone, but it does let you know like, hey, maybe you wanna get off your phone at this point. So that's the app limits. And then the other feature is this downtime feature. And what this does is it makes your entire phone sort of like disabled, I guess, between the hours that you choose. So for example, after 9 p.m., I don't want to be on my phone. I want to be talking with Demir. I want to be really living my life. So I don't really want to be on my phone after that. And then before in the morning, I don't really want to be on my phone until I've actually started working and need to check something on my phone. And that's really around 8 a.m. So in particular, if you have a bad habit of picking up your phone in the morning and immediately checking your email and your social media, and that's sucking up time in your morning, then definitely schedule a downtime to end later on in the morning so that you get that reminder when you pick up your phone of, hey, you should be putting it back down and getting started with your morning routine instead of checking your email. So those are the features I wanted to show. And then just the final one is the always allowed feature. There are apps that I always want to be able to access and I don't want to get any kind of reminder telling me my time's up. So like Asana, obviously that's to me an unambiguous good. If I'm spending time on Asana, it's productive time. Camera, I just like to be able to use my camera for taking pictures of my dog. Rappi, which is a delivery service in Colombia, and WhatsApp, which is the primary way that I message with people here in Colombia. So I like to have those available all the time. And you can choose whatever ones you want for that. All right, well, I hope this was helpful, guys, and let me know if you have any questions. I'm sure for our Android users, they'll be coming out with an update similar to this shortly. But for now, let us know how you